Early one morning, Rheneas was bringing some empty slate trucks to the quarry. But when he arrived, he was surprised to see Duncan sitting solemnly in the shed.
What's the matter?
Ghost on the bridge, stammered Duncan. Rheneas' eyes widened in shock.
You saw it?
He saw nothing. We've told you dozens of times now, Duncan. It was only us.
Such things shouldn't be used for jokes.
Don't be so ridiculous. Rusty's story isn't true.
It's all too true. And I should know. I saw it. With my own 2 eyes.
Who is it? Rheneas sighed and began his story.
It was in our line's early days. Skallowy and I worked tirelessly. But it proved too much for him. He sat in the shed, awaiting repairs, and I did the lion's share of the work. I didn't fault him for it, of course, but the strain was starting to show. One night, trouble with the winch delayed my departure from the mines. I was exhausted and eager for the comfort of my shed. Darkness had fallen, and the light of the full moon spilled over the hills. As I neared the old iron bridge, I heard the sound of another engine. Who could? I began, before catching sight of an engine puffing towards the bridge. I blinked to make sure I wasn't seeing things. It looked like Skallowy. What on earth is he doing out here? I wondered. Try as I might, I couldn't catch up and lost the mysterious figure in the mist. When I returned to the shed, I was very cross. If you can't work during the day, I scowled, you certainly can't go gallivanting off at night.
I beg your pardon?
You know better than to fool around by that bridge, especially when others are still out working.
You do need a rest. You're seeing things.
We went grumpily to sleep and didn't say a word to each other the next morning. I had too much work to bother with his nonsense. I was late leaving the mines again. It was a misty evening, and we had to take care. As I puffed slowly along, I peered through the mist, keeping a watchful eye for Skallowy. I had just reached the bridge when I heard a shrill whistle.
What was that?
That wasn't Skallowy's whistle, I said, growing more nervous by the minute. I peered across the bridge, where the mist danced frantically. And there it was. It looked strikingly similar to Skallowy, but painted all in black. Its face was worn and weary, and its harsh gaze pierced right through me. Slowly, menacingly, it started across the bridge towards me. My driver tried to move us back, but I couldn't. We must get help, I cried. We raced back to the mines and quickly told the foreman what had happened.
So, still roams under the light of the full moon, eh? That's how the legend goes anyway. Don't be silly, Rheneas. There's only 2 engines on this line, and you're one of them. You could spend the night here. We'll mend the rails in the morning.
That engine saved me in the end. If I'd ventured across the bridge, I wouldn't be here talking to you now. My crew and I put it down to exhaustion, despite knowing what we saw. Skarloey heard the whistle too, and was relieved when I arrived home safe. We made up at once, and we've taken great care on that bridge ever since.
So, Rusty's ghost is... In the distance, the echoes of a whistle filled the air.
All too real,
Finished Rheneas. Hey guys, it's SwishDog35 here, and I'd like to thank you all voice actors for voicing these characters, and I'd also like to apologize for the delay, and I also want to point out that for the reason that I've sounded so raspy is I had a sore throat, and that's pretty much about it. Anyways, see ya!